Part 1. Have you ever felt like life was happening to you? That no matter how hard you tried, something always seemed out of your control? The job that disappeared overnight, the relationship that fell apart without warning, the health diagnosis that shattered your plans, the news, the noise, the uncertainty. And in the middle of all this chaos, you may have asked yourself, how do I stay calm when the world is on fire? This is not a modern question. It's an ancient one. And 2,000 years ago, in the crumbling halls of Rome and the sunlit porches of Athens, a group of philosophers asked the same thing. They were the Stoics. And they found an answer not in control, but in clarity. Their core teaching was simple. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. This idea, radical in its simplicity, formed the basis of a philosophy that has survived wars, emperors, revolutions, and recessions. And today, it might just be the most important philosophy for a distracted, anxious, overstimulated world. Stoicism is not about coldness. It is about clarity. It is not about indifference. It is about focus. In this journey, we will rediscover the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, not as dusty names in old books, but as living guides. Because Stoicism is not an idea to admire, it is a way to live. Part 2. Let's begin with the foundation. Control. Epictetus said it best. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Most of our pain, our anxiety, our stress, our anger, comes from trying to control what was never ours to hold. We try to control outcomes, other people's opinions, timing, the past, the future. And every time we do, we suffer. The Stoics taught us to divide the world into two categories. What is within my control? What is not? Only a few things fall into the first category. Your thoughts, your actions, your values, your response. That's it. Everything else, the weather, other people's reactions, the economy, your genetics, is outside your hands. But here's the beauty. Freedom begins where control ends. When you stop wasting energy on what you can't change, you reclaim power over what you can. Imagine how light you'd feel if you stopped carrying what was never yours. It's not giving up. It's letting go. That's the Stoic path. Not to retreat from life, but to meet it with strength and serenity, by controlling the only thing you truly own, yourself. Part 3. Now that we've let go of control, let's look at something we all face: obstacles. What do you do when life places a wall in front of you? Most people turn away. Some get angry. Others feel defeated. But the Stoics had a different approach. They believed the obstacle is not in the way. The obstacle is the way. That's not just poetic. It's practical. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his journal, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Every hardship, every heartbreak, failure, rejection, delay can either break you down or build you up. It all depends on your perspective. The Stoic mindset asks, what can I learn from this? How can this make me wiser, stronger, more compassionate? What's the opportunity hidden inside this problem? This isn't toxic positivity. This is radical responsibility. It doesn't mean we ignore pain. It means we use it. Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." The goal isn't to avoid challenge. The goal is to transform it, to walk toward the fire and rise through it. Part 4. Let's talk about something rare in the modern world. Tranquility. We are constantly bombarded by headlines, opinions, alerts, algorithms, notifications, pressure. No wonder so many people feel anxious, reactive, overwhelmed. But Stoicism offers a way out, not by escaping life, but by returning to yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Tranquility is not something you wait for, it's something you practice. Here's how. In morning reflection, ask, what am I likely to face today? How do I choose to respond? 2. Evening review. Ask, how did I live today? Where did I lose my center? 3. Detachment from outcome. Do your best. Then let go. 4. Choose stillness. Pause before reacting. Breathe before speaking. Observe before judging. These aren't just habits. They are rituals of the mind. In a world obsessed with speed, Stoicism teaches us the courage to slow down, to choose calm over chaos, clarity over noise, wisdom over reaction. Because when the world is loud, silence becomes a superpower. Part 5. And now, we reach the final principle of the Stoic path. Virtue. Because Stoicism is not just about peace, it's about character. To the Stoics, the highest good was not pleasure or comfort, it was virtue, the pursuit of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline. A good life is not measured by what happens to you, it's measured by who you become because of it. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire during plague, war, and betrayal. Yet he wrote daily reminders to himself like, be tolerant with others, be strict with yourself. He wasn't preaching. He was practicing. Seneca, one of the wealthiest men in Rome, wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." And Epictetus, born a slave, became one of the greatest teachers of his time. None of them had easy lives, but all of them lived with purpose. That's the Stoic message. You don't control the world. You don't control your fate, but you do control how you meet it. With patience, with strength, with virtue. So the next time life feels chaotic, remember, you were not made to be shaken. You were made to stand. Let Stoicism not just be a philosophy you admire, but a discipline you embody. And may your life, like theirs, become a silent monument to wisdom.